Hello students, second chapter of your computer science is data representation. Okay, so as you all know that what is data? So data can be anything. It can be either alphabets, numbers, some symbols, or even audios, videos and all. Okay, so that in this alphabet include the A to Z and small a to z, and numbers represent 0 to 9. Then symbol can be either plus, minus, multiplication symbol, addition, subtraction, like that. Okay, but computer cannot understand all these things because computer is an electronic machine, so that it can understand only zeros and ones. Okay, so every computer stores all the type of data such as letters, special characters, symbols and so on in a coded form. Okay, so that coded form needs to be understand the requirements of all the various number system. So that number system is very important in order to understand the code representation of any data. Okay, because computer understands only zeros and ones, so whatever the data which is fed into the computer system, then that will be converted into zeros and ones. Then it's going to perform the operations. After performing the operation, it's represent the values in a zeros and ones, but when that values reaches to the users, the zeros and ones will become human readable form. Okay, so data is fed in the human readable form. Once it is fed into the computer system, that will be converted into zeros and ones. Okay, so once the operations are done, again that decode the systems or decode the operation values, that values will be displayed in a human readable form. Okay, so in order to understand the representation of the values, we need a number system. So number system is used to represent the coding value or coded symbols in a computer system. Okay, so that number systems are classified into two types, that is positional number system and non-positional number system. Okay, so now we'll see what is non-positional number system now. So in non-positional number system, how counted started human beings, when the counting started, human beings are used their fingers to count. Okay, so when the 10 fingers were not enough to started using. Next is non-positional number system. Okay, so as the name indicates, non-positional in the sense there is no position for the number values. Okay, how counting was started, like human beings are use their fingers in order to count the values. Once when the 10 fingers are not enough to count, then they started using stones, pebbles or some sticks. Okay, so that which indicates some values. For example, 5 objects can be represented as 1 2 3 4 5, or by making use of some stones like 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so the overall value is the sum of these numbers, but there is no position for the number values. So this value represent what? So the sum of all the individual value of the elements are known as sum values or the sum data. Okay, so such approach is known as what? Additive approach or non-positional number system. Okay, so the overall value was the sum of all the individual values of the elements used. So this kind of approach is known as additive approach or non-positional number system. Okay, like it should be immediately obvious that this type of system is very inconvenient when we are attempting to represent the large quantities. Like now I want to represent 10,000 or 20,000, then this kind of approach is not so efficient. That's why non-positional number system is not so effective, and this type of number system is very inconvenient. Okay, so what is the example for this non-positional number system? Roman number system is the example for the non-positional number system. So you can expect this question for the 1 marks. Roman number system is an example for non-positional number system. Okay, so that in this number system, there is no positional value for each value. Okay, so that it provides some partial solution to the problem of representing a large numbers. Instead of using these type of symbols, we can represent large numbers with some partial values. Like now I want to represent 1, then I can use this symbol. If I want to use 5, or if I want to represent 5, instead of these value I can represent 5 as this symbol. Okay, like now I want to represent 10, then instead of these two values I can use x. Okay, so somehow it provides a partial solution to the representation of large numbers. Okay, and each symbols represents the definite value but irrespective of the position which they appear. Okay, so each symbols or each value represent some values, but there is no position for the value where they appear. Okay, 5 means I can consider all the values, but there is no positional value for each symbols or each value. Okay, so this number system cannot be effectively used to perform the arithmetic operations. Arithmetic operations may include addition, subtraction, multiplication and all. Okay, so that non-positional number systems are not so effective, or it is very inconvenient when we are attempting to represent the large quantities of the data. Okay, so that this type of number system cannot be used to represent the value of the user data in a computer system. So this is regarding non-positional number system. So in next session we are going to see about positional number system.